Hi everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and today we are going to build the Super MiniPla Shin Getter 1 based on the old OVAs. See what it looks like right here. The model, scythe, wings, and extra hands. Without further ado, let's pop it open. We have 14 runners, 4 of which consist of pre-colored parts. Not that there's a whole lot of color on it. We also have some duplicates there, as well as a pre-colored head option in case you don't want to paint it. I certainly don't. And then all of your mono-colored pieces. Bear in mind, some of these are just a single piece, so it's not going to be too complicated. Open shaft, blades, and inner frame parts. Worth mentioning is this is not completely anime accurate. You will have to put a couple of stickers on there, so there is a little bit of either stickers or paint required. And then finally we have the directions. They are not in English, but they are pretty self-explanatory, especially if you've built plenty of plastic model kits before. I'm going to start with the head. We're going to build in order and hopefully get this done right quick. Our head consists of 4 parts: the back, the front, the spikes that hold it all together, and the neck. There is also an optional unpainted head, face, I should say. If you're interested, I am not. And here you have a finished head. Here we have all the torso parts. We have the lower half, 2 joint parts, and the 2 halves, and then we have the upper part that manages all of the joints in the head, and then the actual frame, shell. Torso complete. Pop it in there, which I obviously can't. There we go. And then we have the embellishment parts right here that go on the chest and the shoulders. We're going to put those on, and then we're going to add the decals as well. And here is the finished torso. I didn't do the best job with the decals, but that's easy enough to fix when I get home and have a nice sharp hobby knife with me. Okay, on to the arms. Here we have the upper arm parts. We have the 2 inner joints. We have the 2 outer parts that make up the elbow or the upper arm. We have this separator here, and then the joint that's going to connect the lower arm with the upper arm as well. Let's put them together. And here we have the upper arm. Nice range of movement. Very flexible in that regard. Time for the lower arm now. Here we have the lower arm. We have the 2 halves of the forearm, the blades, connector to the hand, and then the connector to the upper arm. Same on both sides. Pretty simple here. Let's put it together. Parts are going to go in like so. Our finished hands. One of each of the optional hands on there, and then let's put it all together. And you can recreate our stoner sunshine. Alright, on to the legs. So, having built some of these Super MiniPla before, when we do the legs, I actually like to start with the very bottom of the foot. What's going to happen is we're going to take the top of the foot, put the joint through the hole, so it fits in there. We're going to catch it, catch it on there, and then close the whole thing up, like so. Pretty simple. We'll do it on the other side as well. Here you can see our finished feet. We went ahead and put the extra joint in there. It's kind of an interesting way they are put together so that there's a lot of extra flexibility there in terms of the heel coming off the ground. Or at least not the heel. Heel staying on the ground, the rest of the joint moving for it. Anyway, let's move on to the leg. When we do the leg, we're actually going to start with the knees. Let me show you the parts here in just a sec. So the knee basically consists of 3 parts. We have this red section, which is going to be the back of the leg where the knee actually bends, and then we have the joint pieces right here. And the finished product is going to look just like this. And then we're going to actually attach that to the big giant soda can legs that Shin Getter Robo has. Here we can see all the parts that we're going to need to make the legs. Now the legs are going to be the same for both sides. I already took the liberty of building one for you to show you what it's going to look like, and it is nice and posable, so that's always a plus. We already did the foot here. You're going to have to take these 2 parts. Now when you put the lower leg together, might I suggest you're going to need to put the circular part facing down, because otherwise if you have the crossbar like that, the minus sign, it's not going to work, and you're going to have to peel everything all apart. And that's not going to be fun. I'm going to put the rest of the knee, slide it in. There we go. We're going to put these 2 parts together first, if they want to cooperate. There we go. Voila. We're going to take this, make sure everything is lined up in there. It was. You can get it all put together like so. Next up, we're going to do, if I can put them on correctly, the upper thigh. Same thing we said before with these polycap joint parts. You want to make sure that the circular part is facing where they're actually going to connect, because otherwise nothing's going to fit and you're going to be quite upset when you have to peel the whole sucker apart again. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. Okay. I'm going to clean it all up when I get home anyways, but in the meantime, knee guard in place. Foot popped in. We're going to put the ring around the top of the thigh. That doesn't look right. There we go. I think that's right. And then we put in the joint. All right, let's see if everything, oh, you know what? Forgot the last 2 stickers. Let's put those on, and then we're going to see how he looks all put together. You can see our Shin Getter one is just about finished. We have to put his wings on still. But overall, he is complete. I'm a little worried about the joints on this one. He's a lot more loose than the black Getter. Now, it's nice to see that there is a bit of a difference in their size. I'm really curious, though, how he's going to stack up to the cross silhouette model when it gets released. I'm worried that it's going to be a lot bigger because taking the SD Great Mazinga, you can see he's almost the same size, and that's without his cross silhouette parts once those are put in. I'm really curious how our Shin Getter is going to look in his cross silhouette mode. Overall, pretty happy with it. He is quite posable still. It's just that some of these joints, whoa, are a lot looser than I would like to see. We're going to go ahead and get those wings put on. The wings basically consist of the wings themselves, the polycaps that connect them, right here. It's the same thing on the other one. And then the little backpack that's going to go on here. We also have the scythe, which is actually 2 long parts, the scythe blade, and then the fancy little attachment there at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and put all that together, and we're going to take a look at it then. And here we have the scythe and wings all finished. So the scythe actually has a little connecting part here. It's not one giant piece, so it has that going for it. The wings are kind of interesting in that they are multi-posable, but then they also can be rotated around. It's kind of like a double joint there, and then you have a connecting spot as well if you want to put them on a stand flying. So overall, nice little touch there. Biggest gripe is just that some of the joints are a little bit more flimsy and wobbly than I would like, but I mean, that's nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of, oh, what's that stuff? The nail polish, the clear nail polish. I think that's what we've always used in the past, but overall, nice little kit. Of course, finding one of these on its own is going to be the real challenge, and you're going to be paying out the nose for one of these, and at that point, you might as well get the whole set with the Black Getter, Shin Getter 1, and then Getter Dragon, which we have in another video, which you can take a look at as well. Hopefully you found this somewhat interesting and helpful, because I know I have yet to see these things really show up getting built, or, you know, just get to see what they look like. So with that said, this is Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying thanks for watching. Check out some of our other videos, and we'll be back with more. See you later. Bye-bye.